just coming back from Now's, dropped a customer off up there somewhere close. Where did he go? He went to, it was like a little lodging area or something like that. He said he was going to work. I'm thinking he's going to play golf. He said he's going to work. I'm like, you going to work? This time of the evening? Okay, whatever, man. But anyway, um, yeah, I just finished going to Jewels out there in Niles. I didn't know Niles was that nice, man. It's a nice little area and stuff like that. But would I be accepted in that? Huh? Would I be accepted to live in such a elegant and extravagant type of place? Anywhere in the suburbans of outskirting Chicago. Because I've been getting mixed feelings here, about myself. Me being a dark black man, it's a different token here. I have to get this disclaimer here because people be looking at me like I'm not Michael Jordan because back then it was different. Jordan made it more favorable for the dark blacks, you know, because he was popular. Now that's all over with, so it's a different feel now, and they're looking at the light skinned nigga more. I just have to say that, man, because it's like they sometimes they make you feel uncomfortable and stuff, and out of place because they feel like they haven't seen a dark black before or something like that. So, but yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm just thankful I got the opportunity to make some money, and I really been thinking about it, dipping to Atlanta, man. Go down there. I see how Boosie he's flourishing down there, and it ain't too many blacks up here, especially like myself. Like I said, doing stuff like besides what Mike did here. He had a estate. Boosie, he building him an estate in Atlanta. Why other blacks like Kanye, why he ain't come back here and do that? Why he ain't come back to Chi Town and you know open it up for us like that, man. Like to make us feel, you know, a little bit more. Uh, how can I say it? A little bit more comfortable here. Cause there's a lot of tension here. And it seems like it's going back to that old machine way when, it was back in the '70s and stuff like that, the '80s, '90s, and a little bit of '90s. Might change it a little bit, but I've been living here all my life and I've seen the change and I feel it. It's not the same like how it used to be, man. But anyway, you know, I'm trying to put my best foot forward, man, and that's why I'm trying. I'm trying to hustle, and trying to get money so I can put this money up, man. Not for my little kids, man. Primarily my son, cause he a black. He not dark black like his daddy, but he brown skin like his mama almost. But he gonna go through his stuff. That's why I'm trying to make sure he has some money. That's all I'm out here doing, man. It's like Biggie said, man, when I was up there trying to hustle to get some money to feed my little daughter, my daughters and son now, you know, because that's what this money contributes to. It contributes to their overall well-being in this world, man. And we living in Illinois and Chicago still, and it's like we still dealing with it. I'm just looking around, just observing and stuff, and everywhere I go, man, it's like cultures are different everywhere. Like I go to the Latino areas, they happy. Like go to most predominantly white areas, they look happy. Like I just came from out there. Down here, we looking messed up. I don't see nobody in their communities looking like hobos and crackheads. I know they got them amongst they, in their neighborhood, but not prevalent like how we got it. People hanging out in front of liquor stores and all that type of shit. It just only, in my opinion, it just makes you, uh, it depresses you. Especially you seeing that every day. Can you just gotta imagine how we feel from our standpoint and our perspective on how we feel, especially if you different shades of your color. Like light skinned boys, I know they got their chests out and shit. Because Obama won the presidency, they just opened up the library. Only thing dark black did around here was win a fucking basketball game or something. You know, Start playing football. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I just want to, I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all. And this type of stuff we talk about on my podcast. So if y'all interested, because ain't nobody really fucking with me like that at all. Like I'm trying to figure it out. Like I just came out with my new record. Drake came out with his new record. I'm talking about, man, I don't see nothing. no type of views, nothing. So I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't put a lot of money into it, but I did reinvest into the music and stuff. And I got my own clothing brand on and stuff. And you know what I'm saying? Like, even I felt, man, I don't know if that was like I felt a little bit of tension out here now, because I had went to a Jules just to get some chicken for my lady and stuff, man, like the grilled chicken, she like that shit. And it's like they didn't have no chicken, so I went to another one, and they had it there, but it's like the way the server was, you know, t- you know, kind of talking to me, it seemed like he was kind of like disturbed that I came in the store. Like I'm not the normal black that come in there, right? And it's like an older brother came in there, he came right up behind me and stuff, and it's like his demeanor and everything changed a little bit because he's a black that probably live in that neighborhood. You feel me? I'm not from the neighborhood. So I'm an oddball, and people looking at me like I'm a damn Martian and shit. Same old shit, man. Like, it is what it is. But man, this has been a hard bout. You know, me coming back to Illinois, going to Grambling to play basketball, coming back up here, and it's like 25 plus years I've been back after that one experience. I only went there. Haven't been nowhere ever since. And I've been trying. It's like it's hard to even get money. I mean, I'm educated and everything. I did what 117 hours at Chicago State. I watched all my friends, even Chanel, Oliver, everybody, even after they got the degree, there's some that didn't get it, got good job opportunities in the fields that we went to school for, like the broadcast and journalism. I'm the only one that didn't get no opportunity. I had to do security. I lost my teeth doing this shit, man. Like, and I'm trained to run production, TV, radio. I was right there with some of the top engineers that work at some of these stations. Greg Bibelos work at CBS. I'm like, what the hell? Like, God, I went to school for all that, all those years, for to be stuck in security. And I started my production company because they wouldn't even give me a job, man. I did the interns and stuff. They wouldn't even give me a job working in the market down here. Like, somewhere, like they gave Chanel a job. She went way out to New York. Worked at MSNBC with Tamara Hall. I didn't get no, and she called me, and she was the only one, because I was with her side by side working with her project, and she called me like, Lawrence, you need to apply. I applied. They still gonna give me a call. So I don't know what it is, man. It's like this mystique of Chicago, man. It's like I don't know if it's something I did when I was in my youth. Like I was like, I was like a misfit a little bit in my youth, but that was when I was young. I mean, there wasn't no laws to lock me up for my behavior and stuff like that. I wasn't doing nothing really offensive, to hurt people, nothing like that. I'm trying to survive, man. I wanted some nice shit. My father, I stole some shit too. Shit. Like like Kanye said, he stole some shit. Like, if I say something, I'm like, man, I get scrutinized. Or I get tormented for my actions and stuff. But when I was back in the day, 20, 30 years ago. Now I'm grown, I'm doing everything right the right way. Still going through the walls of Chicago, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? This was really depressing the hell out of me. And, like, damn, why my own city ain't messing with me? I'm a rapper too. My cousin, them on the west side, I don't know if I'm not affiliated with the gang and stuff like that, but they big out here. Twister hang around them, and, everybody in the met some of everybody. And I talk to a lot of them too, that's out here. Like Newsom, shout out to Newsom, we talk a lot. I talk to Direct, shout out to Direct. They the only two out the group that talk to me a lot. Out of the group, the music group here in Chicago that talk to me that's popular. They talk to me all the time, man. You know, they show me a lot of damn love, man. Talk back and forth with me and stuff like that. That's how I love my cousin Shaky. But still, genuinely, they talk to me like how you would talk to one of your friends on a regular, like real conversation type shit. We be talking. Rex, Sam Johnson, and Nuisance, Corinthia, uh, Reggie. But anyway, it's like I talked to Buck too, inside. but they the only ones like. And why is this like? It's like I'm not. Um, I feel like I'm not. You know, not. What's that? What I'm looking for? I'm not allowed or something like that. You know, or it's a levels and stuff to the to the situation. I'm surprised I haven't hollered at Twister ain't talked to me and all that stuff. Like, cause I think I done wrecked some shop underground like here. My sound out there too. Like my stuff ain't all bad. You know what I'm saying? I got some tunes that you would bob your head to. Even some of my coworkers I never knew listen to my music. Like what's older guy named Pete McAmin. Peter McAmin. Brand new to our site. One day we was in the locker room out of the blue. He was like, "Hey man," he was like, "You never know who admire you, nor watching you, or listening to you, or whatever." He just said one day I'm changing my clothes. He said, "Hey man," he said that song you got, "Leave It to Beaver." He said that's way out there, man. And I didn't know the president James Wando of the museum where I worked at the Art Institute. I didn't know he was listening to my music, right? I didn't know he was listening to my music, until way back in the day. He said that song Lunch, and he was saying that was a nice song. And I was like, damn, you never know who, like the real people that's for me, they rock with me, but it's in silence. Like I said, it's like a gatekeeper or something here, and I'm not allowed. I'm not allowed to be a part of the festivities or part of the party. You feel what I'm saying? Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like right now, there's probably some industry stuff going on. They like, he's not allowed. Don't call him. He's not able to. He not. Don't give him an invite. Type shit. Man, I'm talking about I done made history underground in Chicago. Where I had all the top performers, Rick Ross, 2 Chainz, anybody you can think of, Drake and them, saying my lines, my phrases, my lines that I made up. Chain Gang and all that stuff. I made all that up. They still saying it to this day. Dinner plate, all that. That was me. I made all that up. And I've been saying like, man, Chicago's weird, like, you know, like that. And they really be, showing they this. How can I put it? I don't know how to put it. But they be really showing they. I don't know the word I'm looking for, but Chicago they still going hard on you. And I don't know why I'm not even accepted in Chicago. It took Atlanta. Atlanta called me, Global Solutions. I need some matter. I might reach back out to him. Empire called me when YPS and them. Nobody from Chicago called me. And I'm out here. I'm a real musician too. I got 12, 13 records online. 12, 13. And one of them one record didn't get released, a double CD. The other part to the Hefe 3, because of 50 Cent and the IDs and stuff. That didn't get released because of that, because of him. Because they didn't find, I guess they weren't clear. Samples. And I listed his name and everything. He would have got paid and all that stuff for the song and all that stuff, but they wouldn't let it go, you know. And that probably could have sparked a wave, and I probably could have been the next one to come down to Shot Town. Because I'm like 50 Cent, I'm just a Shot Town person. Same similar type of background, walk of life and stuff, you know. Came up with some thorough motherfucking niggas and stuff like that. But yeah. But anyway, man, that was just a disclaimer, man, to talk about a little bit of stuff I'm dealing with, man, still, in Chicago. And I'm just trying to figure out why ain't nobody messing with me about music and all this and that type of stuff. And, but I'm gonna keep on doing what I'm doing, man. Maybe eventually someday I may get a nod or something like that. I just hope I'm 60 or 70 years old and they finally want to holler at me and stuff like, damn, girl, like I'm in the grave now, shit. But anyway, let's talk about this RDW, uh, Redwire. This is the projected stock that is adjacent to the Space X program. It's like the only one that really uh, is gonna be like in adjacent to the IPO space X that you could buy now. Uh, it got a lot of accelerated growth, and they already have tested. They've been out in orbit for about a decade plus. So whatever they selling, it's in orbit already, and it's coordinated with the space age program. Because a lot of the, you know, I guess materials that Elon gonna use is one of the companies that are manufacturing. So it's a good up and up stock. It's a growth stock. Like I said, it got good numbers, and this is one of them I'm putting in my portfolio. Um, I'm gonna try to get as many shares as I can because this one, this is another one that has the capabilities to possibly 10x in expedient time. Like so when that SpaceX program go out, it's gonna make everything go up. And we only like probably like 12 days, 10 days out. So if y'all can allocate any money, I would highly recommend y'all hurry up and y'all due diligence and try to buy into some of these tech stocks, not tech stocks, but these yeah, you can say I don't know what they really want to classify these as because AI is the tech, but it's only 11 sectors in the market. So I guess this will fall up over that category, technology. But to me, it's kind of like this is gonna be the next Nvidia for the SpaceX program because it seems like AI really is like it's not slowing down right now. But now they talk about SpaceX program, but a lot of the innovation with that will come from AI. So they will work hand in hand with each other, together. So I'm thinking that the SpaceX program is going to be really immaculate. It's going to be it's going to be breaking numbers as far as like people that's trying to invest. It's going to probably make the indexes go up a lot higher. Then a lot of these funds, they will try to involve anything dealing with the SpaceX IPO. You know, uh, they're gonna try to integrate that with their fund. So they were saying that the IPO will still have some upside of you getting into it before it gets to the public, but you probably got to go through a lot of connections and stuff like that. I'm just gonna wait till it becomes public. Whatever this trading at, I'm gonna buy it and hold. That's just it. You know, anything that I got dealing with it, I'm gonna buy and hold because I know it has the capability to 10x, and that's the whole objective. Not 10x, but just taking off. Period. And this is generational wealth that I can pass down to my son or my little daughter. They always have this, and I tell them like, just hold on to it and pass it down, to the next gen after y'all. Y'all can pitch off of it, to stay afloat. But it's like it's gonna be like the water down effect, like the Rockefellers. And what I'm gonna steal in there. Make sure you get good credit. So you can use the credit so you won't touch your assets like that, the buy stuff and all this and that type of stuff. You know, yeah, let that pay for itself, by using that water down effect like the Rockefellers did. But yeah, I want to holler at y'all real quick, man. I'm about to get up off here, off the E-way, going upstairs and chill with them for a second to get back out here and finish hustling for part two, doing my lift. I did Uber. I came in at $100 first round. I started at 2. I think it was like 2 something, like 2 o'clock, something like that. I think. No, I think I started early in there, like 11:30, 12, something like that. But yeah, I drove for about what 5 hours, 6 hours. So half and half, and you got to split it up like that too because you run out of time on the app, or whatever app you use, the Uber Lyft. So now I didn't drive yesterday with Lyft because I was doing Uber Eats. I'm trying to get my stats up with that. I started off with that. I'm gonna keep doing that to my. I'm trying to get to the gold tier and the diamond and all that stuff by mid-summer. They changed everything up. So with me, I was a diamond. I don't know why they changed my tier, but it is what it is. But anyway, I'm gonna get back out here and do my lift. So I'll be back outside around 8:30 or something like that. Start doing my lift. That the traffic gets thinned out, and everybody getting situated. They at home and all this that type of stuff. I may pop back on uh, here, talk about some more stuff, financial literacy and all that. And yeah, but make sure y'all subscribe, turn on the post notifications so y'all get notified when I'm dropping live videos. But be looking out for my new music videos. I'm trying to film. I'm hip, bitch. That song. I'm trying to film that music video. I just need the models. It's real hard, like I said. They're not messing with me in Shot Town right now. I don't know why. It's been like that for a long time, but I'm just gonna keep doing what I'm doing now, transitioning myself. Not transitioning, but this is my new endeavor. Becoming a investor, you know, as well as an entrepreneur and stuff like that. So, you know, go over the clock. I'm always be a artist and so forth and carrying on. Same thing 50 Cent did when it felt like his career was probably taking a tailspin and was gonna change up because time. He did the same thing, man. He became an entrepreneur, right before our eyes. A mogul, a TV mogul, an executive, and stuff like that. Producing a lot of stuff, and I'm the same way. So I'm just put my money in the market. That's like people say. I got the type of money that the bank can't hold. I do right now because I'm not gonna let another bank hold on that money. That I get. So yeah. Make sure I say come subscribe, man. Turn on the post, man, and rock with your boy, man. For all those that do, I sure appreciate. They've been doing a lot of this beeping and honking. The light just turned green, dog. Like, come on, man. Now I'm back to the hood. And it's like, me looking at that out there like that, man, like in Niles and places like that, it just made me feel like these are places that they showing me like when I get rides, you would never live here. That's why I'm doing what I'm doing now. I'm putting my money up so I can say I can live wherever I want to. I can have a house here now. I can have an apartment in Chicago. I can have wherever I want to go. But it's no limit to it, right? There's no limit to it. I just don't want to be always be down here dealing with crime. Like look at the police, they doing something right now. Y'all probably see them in the background when they fly by. They post at the red line. They see one of them that go back. That was the detectives with. I don't want to be. I don't want my son around it. You know, I seen a nice little middle school out there now. It's called Emerson Middle School. They out there doing like recreational stuff right now. Like they playing soccer. They about to have a soccer game or something. In the evening time. Down here, there's nothing going on. That's what I'm saying. All these prominent blacks that have ever made it, Kanye, all of them, nobody is putting money back in our community. Nobody. They feel like there's no interest in doing that. We got better schools, all type of stuff, man. They don't want to invest in our community, because they feel like we too violent and stuff. But if you give people money and opportunities, they may take that out of the situation. And then you got to clean it up too. You got to bring the right necessary pieces here to clean up the situation. You know, Stop with all this mob child stuff and all this and that type of stuff, man. We try to get some peace around here. Like the old block, right around the corner, right over here to my right side. Every time I was taking that, I think they should take it down. They knocked down the other one with the BD, go over here to the BD twins, right? At this one right here, they knocked that one down. Right over here. I'm just saying, why they keeping this up? Why they keeping the crime here? It's no good for the community. No good. Can't have no businesses here. Whole Foods is right there, gone. I mean, Food for Less, one of them. McDonald's is over there, gone. Walgreens, gone. Cause too much violence. They had the little gyro shop right here, gone. Everything is gone. Rothschild liquor store, gone. It's too violent, man. We can't have nothing, you know. And it's like it's just a horror to be like that. We got people like myself that are hip to this. My right down the street, gone. Then my mother, my uncle, them lived there, and I lived there, with them. You know what I'm saying? Before he sold the property, everything is gone now. But anyway, make sure I like say, call, subscribe my house on Nestor, man.